And Lions fly-half Elton Jantjies could be a key player for the Springboks this year, which includes the World Cup in Japan. In part one of his chat with the fly-half, ENCA's Shahied Joseph asked Jantjies about his recent off-field controversy.
What happened in Durban? It generated a lot of negativity and questions about your professionalism.
Yeah, I had a lot of questions that week. There was a lot of speculations made, but yeah, it was just an internal thing here that we handled quite well at the Lions. And then obviously I got a break, like a week off, a week and a weekend off. Spent some time with my family, and yeah, and then obviously done some extra training work and stuff. So it was just a perspective of me focusing on myself, and yeah, just taking the time off, and then obviously working on my conditioning as well.
Is your future still with the Lions, or are you also going abroad?
I haven't made a decision yet. Obviously, seeing a lot of senior players leaving at the Lions as well, and then obviously in the whole South Africa as well. So it's a tough one, not just for the country but also for the unions as well. But yeah, I haven't made up my mind of planning to leave or planning to stay. But yeah, it depends on if the Lions want me or whoever wants me.
The Lions are losing 10 quality players, and so are the other franchises as well. What do you think is the cause of this? Is it the SA Rugby contracting model, or is it just a matter of personal preference and players going for that big money contracts?
There's a lot of aspects that you can put towards that. I mean, a lot of the boys got families, a lot of the boys got married, and obviously they're looking at not just now, but they're looking at planning ahead, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 years ahead. Some of the boys are planning on retiring overseas as well. But obviously we're losing a lot of young players as well, because I mean 26, 27-year-olds, they're not old players. It's guys that can still play in South Africa for another 5 to 6 years. But it's definitely not the model of South African rugby, because that model only came out now this year, or the end of last year. So it's not something that you can blame on or something you should look at, because obviously contract negotiation starts in the beginning of June, or I think in July as well. So it's obviously decisions that the guys made last year, instead of saying they made decisions now. And yeah, it's obviously not a good thing for SA Rugby and for the unions, like I said previously. But obviously the guys are still allowed to play for their countries. But you would love to see your best players in South Africa.